Meanwhile, it's officially been 1 month since Indianapolis hired a chief violence prevention officer to help cut down on some of that rise in youth violence.
Fox 59's Michael Van Scoik shares the community impact he's already having after just weeks on the job.
More than halfway through the year, the number of criminal homicides are down so far, but youth homicides remain on the rise, which is one of the reasons the city's new chief violence prevention officer says his job is so critical.
I believe that this issue is not just like an individual issue, it's a community issue which requires a community solution.
Ralph Durrett Jr. took on the new position back in June. He says he spent the month mostly gathering information, engaging with local organizations on a weekly, if not daily basis.
Really about being visible and being intentional in that visibility and being present. And ultimately, that's going to be able to show that there are people that works for the city of Indianapolis that really cares about this particular issue and want to do something about it.
It's that very visibility local youth group leaders like Brandon Randall say is so important.
We cannot continue to operate on, we think that funding alone is the gesture of support.
Randall's group, True Colors Consulting, is one of several local organizations Durrett recently visited. Randall says those conversations went a long way, especially with the young people involved in his program.
It gave the young people a sense of, not confidence, but okay, there are adults in this city who do care about what we're talking about.
The city's new chief violence prevention officer also recently met with Let Them Talk, another group focused on supporting Indy's youth.
I think Ralph is doing an amazing job with picking folks' brain, picking our brains, seeing what we have been doing, what has been working. My hope is that those conversations will continue.
I think that he is a good bridge builder for working to eliminate, like Anthony said, some of those silos that do exist, those challenges that have existed, for several years.
Durrett says he plans to keep engaging with community groups to learn more about their needs. He says his next task is finding ways to deliver on those needs and provide the necessary resources. In Indianapolis, Michael Van Scoik, Fox 59 News.
Michael, thanks. Marion County Public Health Director Dr. Virginia Kane has previously expressed support in declaring a youth gun violence public health emergency. We asked Ralph Durrett Jr. about this. He says he wholeheartedly supports the idea and thinks that it could help draw more attention and resources to the issue of youth gun violence.